See me like that. See me like that, go well. See me like that. See me like that, go well.
You make me wanna dance, just wanna make me wanna scream. You light a fire, baby, cause it feels like a fever dream. I'll make it better, better. You make it wetter, wetter. Wanna tell you what I mean, but it might just be more than a scene. You are a jack of all trades, master of everything, the baddest, no debate. Feeling like I got nothing to lose, and you ignited the fuse, about to blow up, kaboom. Check, attention, everybody show respect. Look at the most, shimmy, mix.
Okay, hey besties. Remember that time that I posted a video and I was like, this is the problem and I need to stop it because I just can't stop buying books? It's gotten worse. I'm sure you've seen the thumbnail. Perhaps there's some intro footage. But I will say this. When I posted the last video, what you're about to see was already 80% complete. And I have reasons. I have reasons for everything. And that's the problem. That is part of the problem. But I'm going to hit you guys with a book haul. I meant to do this video like 2 weeks ago, but your girl had the flu. You can hear in my voice that I'm still recovering from the flu. And so we're just gonna do the book haul, but then we're gonna chat about this because one thing, like my big takeaway is this. I was trying to passively reduce how many books I purchase, knowing that I have a shopping problem. That I need to be proactive. Okay. But I just want to walk you through, like, cause this is the thing is I have reasons and I like reason with myself. And this is how we end up in a situation like this. So I just want you to know that there were reasons. It was February, right? So my first reason is that it was Black History Month. And I was like, let's buy some books by Black people like you do. I did that last February too. Okay, let's start with those books because I think those ones have the best reason behind them. I'm trying to figure out the best way to like set myself up to do this. Okay, so for Black History Month, I needed to buy books by Black people, and that just was going to be what it's going to be. That's this box. And so let's just go. I'm going to rapid fire this because we'll be here all day if we talk about all these books that I bought. But I got Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. I've heard so many good things about this book, so I can't wait to read that one. I got Stamped from the Beginning. I actually hunted this one down. I couldn't find it anywhere, but I really want to read that. I picked up The Conductors. This one's been on my list for a while. Octavia E. Butler's Kindred. I have not read this, and I don't know why, so I just went ahead and picked it up. Okay. The Personal Librarian, this Marie Bennett and Victoria Christopher Murray. They have a number of books that they have written together. And I have an ARC copy of one. I think it's called A Pair of Aces, but I heard that this one was really good. So I had to get it. And a number of these are from Book Outlet. So, you know, they weren't that expensive. Burn Down Master's House. You Make a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. It's Elementary. This is from Book Outlet. Don't mind the Target sticker on it. This one, I have heard really good things about her books, and this is not the one that was recommended to me, but this is the one they had on Book Outlet. So I just went ahead and picked it up. Like I said, it was Black history. I was buying books by Black people, okay? An American Marriage. Everyone says this one's so good. Skin and Bones. In Every Mirror, She's Black. I know nothing about this, but I love the title of this. Shadow of Pearl, which I think is actually book 2 to House of Marion by J.L. People Person, another one I don't know anything about. This is by a Black lady. Oh, here it is. Silver Sparrow by the author of An American Marriage. Where Sleeping Girls Lie. I have been wanting to read this one for a while. I had to wait for it to come out on paperback. And then probably the number one recommended book by a Black person that I have never read before was Yellow Wife. Everyone seems to think that this is like a must read. So I must buy it. I also went to an adult book fair and I got Matches, a highlighter that says Fake Dating on it, a matchbook. These things are just in the box, so I'm just telling you about them. So like I should have stopped there, right? I should have stopped there and that should have been the end of it. It was not. Then I bought another bunch of books that are like either second in a series of a series that I've already started, or they are by an author whom I have a number of their books already, and they have new books, and I wanted the new books. So I got And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison. I do own the first book in this series. Have I read it? No. A Heart So Green. I own books 1 and 2. This is book 3. Haven't read 1 or 2 yet, so I'm going to have to, I think I want to just like do a reading series where I'm just like knocking out a whole series at a time. Grim Lovelies, I own book 2. This is book 1. I've owned book 2 for a very long time. Now I have book 1, so I can actually start on it. The East Wind, I have North, South, and West Wind already. So the East Wind was the last one in that set, and now it's here. The Charmer, I have books 1 and 2, The Heir and The Spare. Lisa Jewell, none of this is true. I have 3 Lisa Jewell books. I haven't read any of them. You can see how I love that book. Alcott Hall. This is the Second Sons series by Emily Raff. I have all of the others. Are there 2 others so far? Yeah, I think there's 2. So this is the 3rd. Haven't picked up any of those yet. Just for the Cameras by Megan Quinn. I love her on Instagram. I have not read any of the books of hers that I own. But yeah, okay. The Burning Queen. I own the first one, The Phoenix something or other. Haven't read that yet either. This one, I don't even know why this is. I had like 2 random books. So The Old Man Who Read Love Stories, I actually purchased this one very explicitly for the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do, Herked, because it fits 3 of my prompts at once and she's short. So this one, there is an actual legitimate reason why I purchased this. I did try to find it at the library because I don't think I actually care to own it. I couldn't find it at any of my libraries. No Libby, none of my county libraries, nothing. So there's that one. So far we have 1 that has a legitimate reason for being purchased. And then Viola Davis's Finding Me. I've already read this. This is a shelf trophy, but also because my book club is going to be reading it. I read it without them, and now the book club is reading it, and so I wanted a physical copy. Okay, so that one has, I would say, also a legitimate reason for purchase. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. Y'all know that I read the other book by this author, which is not part of a series, but I loved it. So I really want to read this one. Bookshops and Bone Dust. I read Legends and Lattes and I loved it. So now I have this one. How about that one used? So that gives me extra points. Addicted After All. I bought this used, and it's one of the ones in the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. So I'm interested in continuing that series. I have actually started that series at least. And then Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends. This is in the 7 Days in June universe by Tia Williams. So I really, really, really want to read this one. I've heard it's really cute. It features the main characters from 7 Days in June. It features her daughter. So you can see there's like loose reasons for having purchased those books. I mean, it's flimsy, but they're there. My reasonings are going to get even flimsier. Gifted and Talented. I have wanted this book forever and I finally got it. The Letter Carrier is also in the same vein. Like I've been wanting it and I finally got it. The Stars Are Dying. She was 50% off and I could not help myself, so I got it. In the Veins of Drowning was part of the $5.99 sale at bookoutlet.com. The Startup Wife was $1.99 at Book Outlet. Expiration dates I also got from Book Outlet, and I want to say that I ended up getting it for free because I had points. Misinterpretation. I've been wanting to read this since it was announced on the Booker long list. Finally got my hands on it. Same thing with Universality, the exact same thing, Booker long list, and I was like, I gotta read that. The Book Tour. This is where we start looking at books that I purchased because I was on a work trip and I went to the local bookstore where I was at. This one came from a super cute bookstore and I really want to go back to the place. They had books and yarn and they had a little fireplace area too. It was super cute. Oh, they also had puzzles and they had a live stage where they do like comedy nights, open mic nights, and they had little rooms that you could rent. Like I think I took footage there. I don't really remember, but it was super cute. I was on a work trip and I purchased books. Okay. That's the same reason that I ended up with The Way of Kings. Went to a used bookstore, picked up 640 to Montreal, went to a book fair, and then afterwards met a new friend, and we went to a local bookstore here by me and got the Astral Library, which was on my list. I've been wanting to read this, although I do think it might be on Kindle Unlimited. I picked up Outlander. I think you saw this in a book haul in another video. Also, Queen Move by Kennedy Ryan. Yeah, these were in a book haul in my last reading and roaming vlog. Daggermouth. I picked up The Floating World by Axio. This one's been on my list for a long time. The City of Stardust, also been on my list. And For Whom the Bell Tolls, this one was, I was like, why do all these have Target stickers on it? The ones with Target stickers are from Book Outlet. Anyway, For Whom the Bell Tolls, I thought I was going to be reading this for a reading challenge. I ended up deciding on a different book in the end, but I had already ordered this one. Oh, and I should mention when I was on the work trip and I went to the cute bookstore with the yarn, I also got this little bad boy. It's a little book birdhouse, so you can stack your books in it. And you can also put one on the top here and like leave it splayed open. I bought this for the nightstand in my guest bedroom because I thought, well, when I sleep in there, I could use it. But I also thought that guests who come over might want to be reading a book. Usually it's just my sister and she might want to read a book and then she have a place to kind of put it down and leave it open when she falls asleep. So got that from that place as well. I probably should have organized these like by category, like by what they are, if they were a gift, et cetera, but I did not. So this one was a gift, Wicked by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Got that before I went to her bookstore, before I even knew she had a bookstore, but it was a gift. This one also came from used bookstore with the 640 to Montreal. Those came at the same time. When I went to the book fair, I got this one, Cold Wire. I've been wanting to read Chloe Gong, but this was not the book that I've been wanting to read, but listen, it was pretty and I got it. This was also a gift, Infinite Jest. It's like 1 billion pages. I just saw page 1072, and that's not even the last page. Okay, so I don't even know where to go from here. It's just like piles of books everywhere. Let me just start with this stack since it's here on the chair next to me. I picked up The Stranger because the cover looked cool. Someone said that Mariana Zapata's All Roads Lead Here was really good, so I picked that one up too. There's literally zero reason why I bought Lucky Night except for it was 50% off, and I think I was trying to get my Barnes and Noble like purchase amount to a certain dollar amount so that I got the number of points needed to get another $5 reward. Like something like I had like, like my purchase ended in like a $5 increment and I needed it to end in a $10 increment in order to get that extra little reward. So this is the reason why Lucky Night got added to my cart and I checked out. I mean, I read the synopsis and it sounded good, but I never heard of this book before and it got me to a purchase total. That is abhorrent behavior. Like that's terrible. Good People. This was a Barnes and Noble, like one of their like book club of the month picks or something like that. But this was just a random day cruising around a random Barnes and Noble, got a really good parking spot at the big mall Barnes and Noble and was feeling good that day. And I picked this book up and The River Drags Her Down. Let me tell you about this book. I bought this book at a bookstore with a new friend and I explicitly bought it because I thought that the naked hardcover was pretty. I know, I'm judging me too. Parents Weekend, it was 50% off and it sounded interesting. This is where it ends, the 10th anniversary edition, and this is about school shootings. We're still having it, so this is not where it ends. Ledge, this one my husband picked out for me. I mean, it was a me purchase, but he picked it up and thought that I would like it. So I decided to agree with him. This one, the cover totally pulled me in. And then I was reading about it and I was like, that sounds good. And I don't even remember why I picked this up. I think it just sounded good. And so I was like, let's buy that one too. I just be going on benders. I don't really know what to say. All right. Saving the Rain. This one was, you saw this in the book haul in the reading and roaming. That was on a work trip. I know I don't subscribe to Book of the Month, so I must have gotten, oh, it tells me right here. So this one was at a used bookstore locally to me. This one came from that same bookstore, Alleyway Books. What is this even called? I'll Give You the Sun. It's a YA. Somebody told me, 90% sure that this also came from Alleyway Books. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So somebody told me 2, 3. Yeah, so these 3, and there was one other book that I got there, came from Alleyway Books. So I just was doing what I do. You saw this in another book haul, The Fundamentals of Being a Good Girl, from that work trip, from Jennifer L. Armentrout's bookstore. This one also came from her bookstore, Anyone. This is also the second in a series of a book that I've not read the first one yet. I don't know why I'm like this. Silver Elite, this was actually gifted to me. This one doesn't count. It was gift. Y'all, I don't have any idea where I picked this up and why, but it's Misconduct by Penelope Douglas. I've read Birthday Girl by her. Why do I have this? I don't know. Okay. We Used to Live Here. This came from Book Outlet. I've heard everyone talking about this, and I guess I'm going to read it. Isn't it like a movie or something? The regional office is under attack. This came from my local Goodwill. This one I do know why I have. The Two of Swords. This was a used book purchase. I bought this on my very last day of work at my job, and I was in the feelings, and I bought this book because I met a coworker at a bookstore for coffee because she was on maternity leave, so she didn't get to see me before I left. So I met her before I left town. And like y'all remember, I used to work in Virginia, which is not the state that I live in. So I'm really not going to see a lot of those coworkers ever again, really. We don't live close to each other. Under the Same Stars, this one has been on my list, on Book Outlet for like half a year at this point, and finally I just bought it because it was on the fiction sale. And then I ended up with a copy of Metal Slinger. I can't remember if I got this at Jennifer Armentrout's store or if I bought it some other time, but I've been kind of curious. Everyone's talking about this one. I've been curious about it, so I picked that one up. The last of the big bags, and then I have a small bag, and then that's it. Snow Falling on Cedars. This one I got for free from a hotel that I was staying at that had a little free library in it. So I got this one for free. I don't know why I picked it up. I was just bored waiting in the lobby one day, and I picked it up and started reading the first chapter, and I thought it sounded good, so I still have it with me. If You'll Have Me, my husband bought this for me. It's a graphic novel. Y'all know I'm on my graphic novel journey. So he bought this one for me. He thought I would like it. These books just kind of got put into like random places when they got home. So they're not all in the boxes or bags that they came in anymore. Okay, this one and I think the next couple are gifts from my husband. So this was a Valentine's Day gift, In a Heartbeat by Laura Pavlov. Don't know anything about it, but the book is cute itself. So that was a cute Valentine's Day gift. And I think If You'll Have Me, he kind of bought for Valentine's Day. And then A Killer Kind of Romance, a love story to die for. I think I read on the back of this that it has a serial killer in it, and I need to read a serial killer book for my upcoming book club. So this was a Valentine's Day gift, and it has a serial killer in it. So I think I'll be reading that one very soon. Book club meets in like a month from now, and I haven't picked out my book yet. Two Can Play by Allie Hazelwood. This was also part of my Valentine's Day gift. And cute, she's a little shorty. And then this one's probably my favorite one that was gifted to me. It is the collector's edition of Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I have been interested in reading this book, and I just haven't picked it up because if we're being honest, I think that the American cover of this book is horrendous. So this is a very beautiful kind of like redoing of that cover. And it's a cute little box that the book is in. And you can see The book itself has the sprayed edges, and I love the little box that it comes in. So this was cute. He was out on a birthday date with his friend, bro date, and he stopped at the bookstore and he thought of me and he picked this up for me. So this was my gift from my husband for my husband's birthday. Oh, the bookstore that I went to on my work trip that had the yarn is called Bonfire Bookstore. It's in Woodstock, Virginia. If you guys are ever there, please do go there. It's beautiful. All the little houses, I don't know. It was a new release, and I was at a store on a Tuesday when it came out, and it sounded interesting, so I decided that it needed to come home with me. While I was on my last work trip, I went to a number of used bookstores that were in the little town that I was in, and I picked up Moo. I don't know. It just sounded interesting. I picked up City of Girls. Those two came from the first stop that I went to. At Bonfire Bookstore, I picked up 200 Monas. This was like the day that it came out, and I had been hearing a lot of buzz about it, so I just decided that why not own that one too. And I don't remember where I picked up The Way of Two Books by Jodi Picoult, but I picked it up. Listen, it's bad when I don't even remember where I got it, but I've been wanting to read more Jodi Picoult after I read, I want to call it The Measure, but that's Nikki Ehrlich. What was the one that I read by Jodi Picoult? Wish You Were Here. After I read that one, I was like, I need to read more Jodi. So now I own more Jodi and I can read more Jodi. Okay, and last but not least, my local bookstore, page 158, my local indie bookstore, which is also Kennedy Ryan's local indie bookstore. They had an exclusive Kennedy Ryan. I guess it's a novella, but your girl has words, so it's a little bit lengthy for a novella. She released The Close-Up, which is a Hollywood Renaissance novella. It's releasing right ahead of Score. Yeah, Real Score. The Close-Up is in the middle. So they had this, I think it's actually a re-release because I think this book has been released before, maybe as just a digital book. But anyway, so she's published this. It's got some, it's got a special little postcard from Kennedy in it. Oh, cute. She has a little note on here. So I picked this up. I pre-ordered it and picked it up in the store. Oh, it is. It's signed too. I don't know why I'm getting all emotional. Everything of Kennedy Ryan's at page 158 is signed. Anyway, so I pre-ordered this and then I had to physically drive there to go pick it up. So I picked that up. And while I was there, I picked up American Dirt. And now I'm trying to remember why I picked this up. Was this, this one was recommended to me by a bookseller there. And like, she really hardcore sold me on this. And then when I read the back, I was like, oh yeah, I want to read that. So, okay. The bookseller sold me on that one. They also had The Girl from Greenwich Street, which has been on my TBR for a very, very long time. And I could just never find the book in the wild. And I finally saw it in the wild and I was like picking that up. I want to say it was on the new to paperback shelf. So maybe it's that I could only ever find the hardcover. And like for the longest time, I didn't want hardcovers. So then I just kind of forgot about it. But anyway, it was on the new to paperback shelf. And so I picked it up. This is a novel of Hamilton Burr and America's First Murder Trial. So I am dying to read this one. And everyone has been talking about this. And your girl, Britt in her books, yeah. She gave this one a glowing review, and so I had to pick it up. And that is Judge Stone by Viola Davis and James Patterson. Now, you guys know that I bought the shelf trophy of Viola Davis's memoir. I am told that this book is incredible, so I had to pick it up. One thing I did not know when I picked it up is that it is signed by both of them. I am so excited that I have this and that it's signed by both of the authors and that it has been getting rave reviews. I have another, listen, y'all know James Patterson to make a baby with anybody, right? I have another of his books that he wrote with Bill Clinton that I have had for years and years on my bookshelves. It's actually on the bookshelf in the office. And I feel like I need to start reading his little collabs because people are saying that they're really good. And I just kind of was like, oh, it's just James Patterson writing another book with somebody as a co-author. But no, apparently Viola was like really integral in the writing of this. It's not just her name on here. And I think that she had said that she put a lot of herself in here. So I'm interested to see, because I did read her autobiography or memoir, and I just thought it was incredible. So I'm interested to see what a James Patterson co-authored book is like. And maybe this will incentivize me to finally go read that other one he wrote with Bill Clinton. So those are all the books that I have purchased in the last like month and a half. I'm going to give you a final count in just a minute, but I think I said this at the beginning of the video and I want to reiterate it. I realized that I've got an issue. Okay, I need a little back support. So I realized that I have an issue, and I realized that I am not going to be able to passively fix this situation. I have to be proactive about fixing the situation because it is a part of my personality. I'm probably always going to have like a shopping addiction, but at this point, I am buying books because the naked hardcover is pretty, knowing good and well that I'm never going to be displaying the naked hardcover of a book. I just don't believe in doing that. So that doesn't even make sense. And I am all about a good book haul, but I think that realistically, oh my gosh, like I'm going to do a crazy book haul should probably be like 20 books, right? Like that should be like a crazy book haul. This is probably like 100 books, and that's absolutely crazy. I'm calling myself out here. I just don't think that I should be buying this many books. And I do understand that I was like stress buying, anxiety buying, trying to ward off my sadness about ending a job and my uncertainty about starting a new job and like the things and the relationships that I'm leaving behind. I understand that I was basically like soothing myself with retail therapy. So that explains some of this, but not all of it. And I just need to not use that as a crutch anymore. Like that's really the reality of it. So, I don't know what I'm going to do to be proactive about not purchasing this many books. Realistically, like I need to tell myself no purchasing books whatsoever, but also I just kind of know myself and I know that that's not going to happen. Like I'm still going to buy books. My husband is going to still purchase me books as a gift, and people that I know in my life who know me and know what I love are going to buy me books as gifts, and I'm still going to go to the bookstore. You're not going to keep me out of the bookstore. Like nothing's going to keep me out of the bookstore. So I just really need to find techniques and ways to convey to myself that like you have enough books. If you're going to the bookstore, it needs to be for a specific reason. Like I need to be going to the bookstore to buy a book. I need to find a new place to do my YouTube admin work that's not the bookstore, perhaps. Or I need to be very strict with myself. Like you're going to the bookstore, you're going to get a coffee, you're going to do your admin work, you're going to get the smell of all the books, and then you're going to go home. Okay. You're not going to pick up a book for comfort. You're not going to just peruse the shelves, just see what they might have. I need to figure out how to be strict with myself about it. That is the ultimate thing. So do you guys have tips? Do you guys have, like, what do you do to tell yourself, like, that's enough? And it doesn't have to be about books. It can be about anything. Are you addicted to drinking coffee? Like, how do you tell yourself to stop drinking coffee? Like, what are the tricks that you use to control yourself, basically? That's what I need. I need someone to tell me what I'm supposed to do to control myself. Like, it is the middle of March right now. My birthday is at the end of May. I am trying very hard to tell myself that I can make it from now until my birthday without purchasing another book. Obviously, I have enough books at home to read. There are a couple of books that are releasing between now and then that I know for a fact that I want, but I think, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. One of them is a special edition, and like, if I don't get the special edition to match the other special editions, I'm going to have a panic attack. So I think that like, yeah, I will allow myself to go buy that one book, but I am telling you, this book is already on my list. It is a special edition. I just need to get that special edition. And I think what I maybe should do is order it for store pickup and like not go peruse the store. Just go run in and pick it up. I don't want to order it through the mail because they're going to send me a beat up copy. I already know how it's going to work. So that is the third one. Is Oathbound? It's the third one in the Tracy Dion series. That one's coming out in the paperback with the sprayed edges. I need that to match my other two. Okay, I need that. And then I also need Kennedy Ryan's book Score when that comes out. Because listen, still nobody has sent me the ARC copy. I don't understand. I put the request out. I told them people that I needed the ARC copy and it hasn't arrived at my house yet. So I'm going to have to go buy that. And that comes out before my birthday as well. Yeah. But other than that, like I really don't need to be buying books. So I need to get myself together. I need to get my life together. And I need to stay out of the bookstore. Oh, there are 6 other books. I forgot that there are 6 other books that I purchased. I cannot show them to you because I am not allowed to talk about them. I have already read 3 of the 6 and I'm in the middle of reading number 4 of the 6. I'm not allowed to talk about them until April. So I didn't show you in the haul, but I have already read over half of them. And you'll hear about those books in a special video in April. I tried to find them at the library. Only 2 of the 6 were available. And I just wanted to have a very linear experience with these 6 books. So that is very cryptic and probably doesn't make a lick of sense. I'll explain that in the video once I'm able to tell you about it. At this point, I think that I am more than halfway to having a personal library. I don't hate that. A personal library is 1,000 books or more. I don't hate that. And I do think that I would love to have a personal library. Like to me, that feels like such a cool thing to have. But I don't know that I need to buy all 1,000 books in a 2-year period. I think that it's okay if it takes me a couple of years to get to 1,000 books. This is me saying I need to cool it. I should not have another book haul video until after my birthday. My birthday is the end of May, okay? So you should not see another book haul video until June at the earliest. But I'm going to keep it honest with you guys. If I do a book haul, I'm going to show you and we're going to get through it together. I will be honest if I do it, but there should not be one. Let's count the books and see what we have going on in this haul here. Okay, so I have counted, and for our Black History stack, there are 17 books. And then books that have been on my TBR for a while, and I just went ahead and purchased them now. There are 13 books. And then books that are part of a series, but that I haven't actually started. I guess I should say part of a series, or I own other books by that author, but I've not bothered reading any of them. So that is 10 books. Then for Herked, I bought 1 book, and I bought 1 shelf trophy book. And then I bought 2 books because they are by Kennedy Ryan, and I bought 3 books because they were on sale. No other reason. Then in the pile of books that I purchased, basically just because, I don't feel like there was a real reason for me to be purchasing any of these. I just wanted them, and so I got them. We have a total of 31 books. Moving over to the stack of books that I either was gifted or, I ended up getting them for free. There are 9 books. There's my little book of Birdhouse. And then books that are part of a series, and I've actually read one of those books, or I should say part of a series or by an author, and I've already read them. I have 5 books. And then, as I mentioned, I have 6 books that I can't talk about just yet. And so those are not featured here, but they were purchased during the same time period. And so all together, I've got 98 books here. 98 books. So, friends, I'm going to have to figure out my behavior, but I do want to thank you guys for being here with me. Don't make me laugh. If I laugh, I cough. I do want to thank you guys for watching this video and for forgiving me of my sins of excessive book buying and for sticking around to help me figure this out. What can I say? There's nothing I can say. So let me just close out this video and go ahead and hit the like button so that I know somebody's watching and so that I can be held accountable. Because if nobody watches this video, I won't feel a lick of accountability. So hit the like button so that I know that you were here, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know your tips and tricks for not buying stuff that you don't need to be buying. And I'll see you guys in the very next video.